less than a week, the NBA's biggest and brightest stars will descend upon a city that has always worn well its role as a center stage for entertainment. But before the festivities begin, the boys from the Big Apple are bringing their talents to South Beach for the renewal of a rivalry that at present may be more name than game. Shortly after it started, the Knicks seemingly said so long to a season that will rank among its historic worst and will most likely land them in the lottery come April. But they are not alone in their struggles. A Heat team that was once focused on playoff positioning is now fighting for the very right to participate in the postseason. Locked in a dead heat for the 8th and final spot with New York's cross-borough counterparts in Brooklyn, Miami now has reached the point where desperation must provide motivation.
It's starting to shape up like it always does. And, you know, we're going to have to really get in our head who we're competing against and, you know, what's realistic for the team.
50 games worth of evidence have proven this Heat team as capable of competing with the league's elite as it is susceptible of sticking to its bottom. Which brings us to tonight, in a matchup never devoid of meaning, never lacking for drama, whether playing for the playoffs or merely for pride. There is simply something special that happens when these two teams, these two towns, get together on the hardwood. It is time for Miami Heat basketball on Sunsports. Great to be back on the western shore of Biscayne Bay, if only for one night. And it's going to be a good one. You can forget about records and just lock in on history. Anytime the Knicks, their fans, and the Heat and their fans get together at 601 Biscayne, it's always something else.
Monday Night Basketball returns to Miami. First game at home for the Heat in February, and their last game at home before the All-Star break tonight against the New York Knicks, making their only South Florida appearance of the season. We hope you enjoy every bounce and basket right along with us. Miami Heat basketball on Sunsports, proudly presented by AT&T Uverse. Good evening to the Heat Nation. So good to be back here in Miami, and welcome to Monday Night Basketball inside the Heat's house.
Yeah! He's already ready. He's nailing it. Somebody wants his tickets back. Let's go. Dang. Reverse layup from Bosch. And then Bosch still, I told you he had 6 assists. Firing now to Chalmers. 3 Mendes. And then Dang on the breakaway. Get the ball to Dang. Napier does it. He gets up to throw down. And then Melo reminds you why he's an all-star, John.
I'll tell you what, one of the best scorers in the NBA in the first quarter, too. You got to get on top of him. Don't let him get going.
It keeps coming. It doesn't stop. It's an ocean.
It's a deluge.
Somebody get an umbrella because it's raining threes. But he's not the only one sizing up on the outside. Oh, Zilla, you better not. Trifecta, you betcha. Oh, Anderson, 10 career threes, number 10 tonight, baby. And then Cole in the corner, ripping it from Rio. 32-23 New York, though, but things are about to swing. Cole working hard. That man finished with 12 points. Those are 2 of them right there. And then Bosch starts rolling in the second quarter.
Bosch got comfortable after a tough first quarter. Look at the trailing jumper 3 right there. Cole doing a good job looking off the defense, finding him in rhythm. Look at him setting him up here, too. Drawing 2 defenders. Then Bosch gets inside to that 16-foot range where he is deadly and comfortably makes that one.
He had 16 in the first half. You saw him outside. Now he's going to work on Jay Smitty. See it.
Give him that strong left-hand bread and butter drive. Jax?
Now from the edges yet again. At Cleveland State, they teach the square root of 9 equals 3. That's Cole getting it done. And then Melo, that fellow. Okay, when you're rolling like this, everything goes. Gets a little hook, no call on that one.
Stepping around the double team, too, on the baseline. He was smiling after that.
Offensive foul, we're going the other way. Then Galloway. That man was a D-leaguer, but now he's a big leaguer. Taking it from Melo. Little and one basketball. Now it's time for the Hennessy Never Stop, Never Settle moment of the day. Off the tough rebound. Dang! Dang! It's all about the intonation, baby.
I noticed.
I reach deep for that. Luol Deng, tough off the rebounds, gets the put back to go. Our Hennessy never stop, never settle. Moment of the day. 56-52 at the half, and here we go. Whiteside waking up back from the bad ankle jamming, and then from Bosh. I think all 6 assists are going to be in here.
Gorgeous, though. Look at him setting up.
Look at it again.
Rio. Can we?
Yes. Maybe not. Whiteside with the putback. You can see that again, though.
Look at that.
Beat them tickets are looking dangly right now. Whiteside getting it to go right there now. He's working on some moves.
That, I thought, was game-changing when he started getting that momentum going in the third. Look at the way he started scoring defensively. Just letting everybody know he owns the paint right there with that block on Larkin.
Yeah, but Amari wasn't playing either. Can I get one hand? Yes, sir. Shalom, baby. Amari Stoudemire doing it. And here's the thing. If young Napier is on Melo, I need some help, okay? I'm going to need some help. Somebody should be screaming, double. It came too late. That's Melo C. That's a barbecue chicken right there. Bosh, again, I told good ball movement. Bosh gets the credit right here for the Chalmers. 3. 77-74 Miami. And then fourth quarter, more Bosh, John.
More Bosh right there off the turnover, 2-on-1 opportunity. Look at the way Rio sets up. And the Birdman, a surprise behind the back move. Look at Bosh smiling. He didn't know that thing was coming, but he had his hands ready.
Zilla with 2 assists. Now Bosh ripping over Bargnani. Nice to knock a little dust off Bargnani, by the way.
I'll tell you what, little jab step jumper is just so good by Bosh. And again, the setup. We talked about Rio doing it. Cole as well, finding Bosh. He knew he had the hot hand, and Bosh stepped up in the fourth.
And then Chalmers and Zilla were connected today. Look how high he goes. Put it up there. Give me some. I want it again. I love it low and I love it live. And then slow-mo, of which Zilla apparently doesn't love the slow-mo. But sometimes in life, you got to deal with stuff you don't like when you come in this studio.
Very true.
Here's the deal. Things got a little different right here. Melo already taped up on that knee. You see things get a little buckly. Got all that gaffer's tape on him there. I don't understand how that stuff works.
It's all mental.
I really don't. Is it? It is. His mind was not right because he had to leave. They tried to retape things, John, but then noted the information coming from the locker room that he was done for the night. Time now for the Cleveland Clinic team play of the game. Oh, I told you there was some oop nasty. That's Il Nana, baby.
Yeah, and the drive and kick. Drive draws the defense, and Bird gets behind that back row. He loves setting up the big fella right there for that high percentage. Salama.
Now open up and say because this is 3-licious. That's how you do it. And hey, bus driver. Yeah, you in the corner. You know you're the bus driver. I just haven't said your name in a while. Come get the Knicks. Time to go. As you take a look at the Auto Nation game summary. Really a nice job, and I know there was some time where he just wasn't on the floor, but really settling down because it could have been a Carmelo show.
Time brought to you by your friends from Miller Lite. It was Chris Anderson time through much of the second half, but Birdzilla put his stamp on the fourth quarter. He was everywhere for the Heat.
Great job by him. And talk about how active he was at both ends. Even some of the things that you don't find in the stat sheet, just being there and helping teammates out, getting into the baseline, and then the Heat guards did a great job. Once Stoudemire stepped towards them on penetration, they got the lob to Birdman. He threw it down. What a game by him.
Yes, Birdzilla. He had a terrific game. 6 points, perfect 3-for-3 shooting in the fourth quarter. All 3 of his season-tying blocks also came in the fourth quarter. Anderson finishing up with 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks, 27 well-played minutes.
Well, they did a good job of getting everybody else involved and then making open, timely shots. Rio, never afraid to take the big shot. He got into the lane. He got outside on driving kicks. He finds the Birdman here for a 3. I mean, you know, they had it going right now. But look at his explosion off the dribble. Always looking with that probing dribble there and then moving without the basketball. And then the timely shot again on the ball reversal. He was really comfortable and balanced. And then, of course, Cole, I like what he did setting up his teammates. You see him particularly looking in that 2-man game to the bigs. He found Bosh quite a bit, and he was active looking for his shot. He winds up finishing with 12 points. Rio at 18. But look at this going up over the top on the driving kick to the Birdman. Yeah, he's getting more comfortable, more consistent with that jump shot, what really seems to give him confidence when he can make a few of those, because we know he has the speed. He can change the game, getting into the paint and finishing at the rim and driving and kicking. 3 points and kind of struggled, but you know what? He kept pushing forward. He persevered and was huge the rest of the way. He had 29 points, shot 65%. And in that fourth quarter, when they really needed an all-star to lead the way by example, it was Chris Bosh. He wound up having 12 points in that quarter alone. I love the way he mixed his game up. He got comfortable in that mid-range zone, and he was just beating whoever was guarding him, whether it was Jason Smith, whether it was the big fella Bargnani there, shooting right over the top or putting it down for a quick drive. He really got into a great rhythm, led by example, and really helped the Heat pull this rather close game out in that fourth quarter.
He shot the ball 23 times. 12 of them went down. You see 4 of them from the land of milk and honey, 4 or 5 from the line. So you guys get down early in this one by 14. What did it take to change the tide so you guys can grab this win?
Unconscious a little bit. We know he can really get it going, and he got up to a good start, but we stayed with it. We had to make some adjustments as far as containing them and really playing our style. We gave up that big first quarter as far as points are concerned, and that's not our style. So we wanted to kind of implement that. We did a good job of getting to the free throw line today and playing together, making shots. It was great.
You guys got the defense rolling. You got rolling, and you weren't just shooting and making it everywhere all over the floor. I saw an interesting stat today, by the way. You lead the league in elbow touches. I'm not sure how to take that. I'm still trying to figure it out. But the bottom line is you started rolling and dishing at the same time. How did you want to impact the game offensively?
Attacking the rim, and usually the collapse. I was able to read and just get off the ball sometimes, get to my teammates, and they were knocking down shots all night.
Now, up until this point in the season, you've just been focused about this team getting better, getting healthy. But now that there's this group of teams that are clustered together and you guys are headed to this last stretch in the season, are you paying attention to the playoff positioning and knowing each of these wins are so critical?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're getting down to the last 30, and we know how important it is after All-Star break. We still have one more game to take care of, but we're going to have to look at the standings every day as much as we don't want to, and we're going to have to make sure we're playing our best basketball. And hopefully this thing can come together and we can really turn this season around.
Appreciate the time and the effort. Congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it, man. I like the blue, too. That's real nice, man. I like that. Even though we wear red, you wear the blue. That's opposite. I like that. Nice.
Electric blue, by the way. Let's be specific. Thank you. As the black tie collection of Chris Bosh's home one rolls out the door, victorious with his leadership, 109-95. It's a back with more. To do it for us. Once again, here's your final score. It is 109-95. Make sure, if you want to check out tonight's game again, tune in tonight at midnight or tomorrow at noon as we replay all of tonight's action presented by your South Florida Honda dealers. This has been a presentation of Sunsports, your exclusive home for Miami Heat basketball. For Eric Reed and the coach Tony Fiorentino, as well as Will Mansell, Ron Rothstein, and John Crotty, I am Jason Jackson. Thanks for watching. Good night, South Florida. Here's the final take.
Time for the turn up, get it turned up, track killer, beat murder, roof on fire, let it burn up, put it in the pot, baby, get it stirred up, cause tonight's the night to let your body go, jump in the whip, baby, bomb a nose, want the ice cream, no rocky road, turn up on that body, floppy though, fast, not slow, mommy got a back, like, whoa, spin a little rap, I flow, take it to the club, y'all know, let's turn up. Turn it up, don't turn it down. Roof on fire, burning down. Party people all around. Shake the wall, shake the ground. We gon' make the people bounce. We gon' make the people bounce. We gon' make the people bounce.
I thought I told ya, you better watch it now. For I'm no for ya. Baby, don't stop it now. Baby, it's over.